Welcome to Warriors Weekly, presented by Esurance. This week's show will go behind the scenes with Monte Ellis after a recent game day shoot-around. Catch up with Warrior legend Al Attles at the Oracle Arena before a recent game in part 2 of our Warrior Profile segment. Now, for a look at some of the recent action in last week's games, here's Warriors Rewind.
Thursday night at Oracle and the Houston Rockets in town, and the Warriors looking for a little payback after opening night when the Rockets beat the Warriors 108-107. Shane Battier blocking 6 shots, had 10 points, 7 boards, and 4 assists, and the grinding team play of the Rockets on display. Vladimir Radmanovic, second consecutive good game as he would finish with 20 on 8 of 13 shooting, and Anthony Morrow chipping in with 21 on the exact same field goal line, 8 of 13 with 4 made threes. At halftime, the Rockets would out of a 6-point lead, playing the defense, drawing some offensive fouls on Monte Ellis, and limiting Ellis to 9 of 27 shooting. The Rockets up 6 heading into the third. But the Warriors would explode for 38 points in the third quarter, as it was Morrow and Radmanovic with 25 of the Warriors' 38, Ellis continuing to drive, with C.J. Watson again playing excellent basketball off the bench, finishing with double digits with 12. The Warriors would have the 6-point advantage heading into the fourth and actually maintain a double-digit lead with 6.5 minutes left. But then Aaron Brooks would take over, leading Houston with 25 points. The Rockets stop after stop defensively, an 18-6 closing run, free throws by Brooks at the end as he was fouled, and forcing Monte Ellis into key turnovers. Houston would come from behind, edge the Warriors for the second time this season, 111-109, the final at Oracle. After having played Cleveland and Boston, it was Orlando's turn to visit the Bay Area. The Beasts of the East triumvirate done as the Magic would take on the Warriors on a Saturday night at Oracle. Early on, the Magic striping threes, 5 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Orlando would race out to a 42-33 lead. Monte Ellis would continue to drive the lane, even with Dwight Howard lurking, finishing with 33 points and playing all 48 minutes. In the second quarter, much more even as the Warriors would rack up 31. Corey Maggette with 11 off the bench, and Anthony Randolph made his presence felt in the second, which really was a free throw record-setting performance, one off the franchise record as the Warriors went to the line 25 times in the second quarter, making it an 8-point game at the half. In the third quarter, a total explosion from Vladimir Radmanovic along with C.J. Watson and Anthony Randolph. The Warriors from 8 down would take the lead, racking up 36 points against Orlando. Monte Ellis in the middle of all of it. Radmanovic, who didn't score in the first half, would have 8. Maggette double digits off the bench, but Randolph 28 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists in his most complete game as a Warrior. Into the fourth quarter, the Warriors would maintain the lead, but Vince Carter would get going, 12 of 12 from the foul line, 27 points for Vinsanity as the old school off guard found ways to score. Down the stretch, it was the Magic and the experience as Michael Petrus would hit a couple threes. Carter would unlock the game with the triple, and the Magic would finish on a 17-4 run. Once again, like the Houston game, the Warriors 3.5 good quarters, too much inexperience, too much fatigue, and too much magic at the end. They win it 126-118 at Oracle, final home game before the Warriors head out on the road.